Today we are traveling to Mauney Library in Kings Mountain to find out if there really is more to a library than just books. We will be meeting Miss Sharon Stack, and she will be giving us a tour of the library.
Well, hi, Kevin. I remember you.
Good to see you again, Miss Stack.
It's good to see you as well. Yeah, absolutely. You've all grown up. Well, come on in. Let's go for a tour, okay? I want to welcome you to the Mauney Memorial Library. The Mauney Memorial Library celebrated its 75th anniversary this year. That means we've been providing library services to the citizens of Kings Mountain for 75 years as a department of the city of Kings Mountain, which is really exciting. One of the things that makes Mauney Memorial Library very special is the fact that there are only 10 municipal libraries in the state of North Carolina. The rest are county systems and regional library systems where they're all connected together, several counties together. So we're very special. Oh, 10. So come on in, let's go inside. It's cold out here. You are entering the 1923 house of the Mauney Memorial Library. Dr. Horde lived in this house from about 1923 until, I think he died in the early 30s. And he had a large family here in this home, and as times went on with the Depression, the house sort of declined, and I think the Mauney family wanted to see that the family recognized their parents. So in 1947, a movement was put afoot to buy this house from the Horde family and turn it into the Mauney Memorial Library. Well, it was the library, but it was something indeed, it was a little bit special as well. It was a teacherage. So, for example, the first two rooms of the library, the rooms to the left and the right, were the actual library of the building. So in 1947 there weren't any apartment complexes, and so folks had to have a place to, teachers had to have a place to live. It actually served as a place for teachers up until the 1960s, when codes finally changed and the library services had grown so much that it took over the building. Our building now consists of about 13,000 square feet, a little bit over 13,000 square feet. It has been added on to twice. So it was added on to in 1987, and we're going to go for a real quick tour of that. Then I'm going to take you upstairs, and we're going to go downstairs into the cellar. It was also added on to in the year 2000 when we added our Harris Children's Wing. It's a really exciting, dynamic part of our library with the wonderful services that I think you remember, Kevin.
I spent a lot of time in there.
You did, and we're glad you did. He was a voracious reader, so that's great, Kevin. Well, let's go for a tour.
It's hard to believe that all the books could fit into just those two rooms.
I know. The collection actually now is about 58,000, so we have about 58,000 books. You think you read them all?
No.
No. And the other cool thing that we're really excited to announce is that next week, as a member of the NC Cardinal consortium of libraries, which now consists of 14 libraries, the Mauney Memorial Library and Kings Mountain citizens will have access to over 2.3 million items. Think you can read all those?
That might take a little bit.
Okay, it might take me a few months too. So. All right. Well, you're going back, and we're moving back, and I'm going to take you into our cellar. Of course, when this library was a house, it had, of course, the bedrooms and the places upstairs, but this is the great piece that folks don't get to see. So
yeah,
I think you'll enjoy it.
Locked.
So you'll have to hold on, okay? Be careful of your step.
There's a sign. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you kept that door locked every time I was here.
Yeah, and we still do. So, but you can see down in here, there were fireplaces in pretty much every room in the house, and so you can see the stove, the old stove, where the stove went in, and it was coal burning. So there's remnants of where the coal is. And of course our heating system is down here. But
that's nice in December.
Yes, it is nice. Well, you know, one of the things that the old timers used to tell me when they came in was the fact that This house, when it was being built, took forever to get out of the ground. And you can see why. Look at all the brickwork and cement foundation work. You can see what remains of either it was the laundry area or the cooking area. And here's the little fire area. So it's kind of a cool place down here. Of course, we've got, you know, our heaters and our phone systems are down here. Alright, we're going to go upstairs. And remember that I told you that the house was used as a teacherage. Well, up here, we have office space and workspace. And because of the 1980 American Disabilities Act, we have public services up here. So this is all but one of the things that makes this kind of special is the fact that in 1930, Hoover came to visit Kings Mountain. President Hoover did, and he was the first president to come and visit a Southern Revolutionary War theater site of war. And he was here to visit the Kings Mountain Military Park. So this is neat. And what they said was the family gathered in here and they climbed outside the window to see Hoover go by.
I was wondering if those balconies could wear.
Yeah, you can get to them. I want to show you remnants of the teacherage. Because on the back of our door, of course this is quarter sawn oak doors, but you can see it's 3 beds, 3 twin beds, $12.50 each. And somebody scraped off the 2-person single. But we've got these all over the door, all over the rooms up here. And you can see there were restrooms that were up here.
Reading that now and then growing up.
There you go, yeah. And so that's what they are. You can see back to 1913, but we've got 1914 in microfilm, so you can find those. And those are really special. We've had a special project this year where we've been taking the old newspapers and we've been putting them in arguably safe boxes. One of the things that's dangerous to newspapers, of course, is the fact that it's themselves. The paper that they were printed on is full of acid, and you can see these are yellowed. Of course, this one is from 1967, so it's not all that old, but see how yellowed and damaged they are. And so by putting them in the archival, the acid-free boxes, this is a special help to them, and we hope that this will keep them safe for posterity. But we do have all of these on microfilm.
It's a lot of heralds.
It is a lot of heralds, but all good work. Excellent work. So I've told you a little bit about the history of the house and told you about how we came to be. And so what I want to tell you now is about an area that you're standing in, which is, again, a second part of the Mauney Library, and this is the 1987 edition. To my right, which we'll go through, was originally our community room, and it was where all the programs and story times and community activities were held in this room, and it now houses our nonfiction collection. So what I want to tell you about now is our contemporary services. So while we have been in business since 1937, we haven't let time pass us by. Mauney Memorial Library is now an award-winning library. We were one of the first departments in the city of Kings Mountain to offer wireless access and free wireless access to Kings Mountain citizens. We have been holding classes since 2008 in computer technologies, and now we have approximately 22 public access computers. We have an iPad lab. We have a Ready Animator. Do you guys know what a Ready Animator is? It's a stop action video machine, which is really kind of cool. It's a lot of fun to play with, that you can make movies with. So we're really excited about the technology that we have to offer. We offer programs for all ages. We offer, of course, we start with the very young, which I think, Kevin, you remember.
I was probably about 6 or 7.
6 or 7. Well, we go even younger. We have stories for babies and story times for babies and toddlers. We have a playgroup program, which is a program with a partnership for children, where it's just for homeschool children, such as yourself, or just folks that aren't in the school system to come and learn and play. That's a wonderful outreach program that we do. So you guys ready to continue our tour?
Definitely.
All right, let's go. In the children's department, and these are some of the beloved things that we have in our children's department. One of the most beloved things that we have is our story bag collection. And our story bag collection is our thematically created bags, which on topics ranging from apples to pumpkins to Christmas to going to the dentist. So they're for things moms and dads and daycare givers and Sunday school teachers and homeschool moms to come in and check out, specifically for teens that are, for something that their child might be interested in. We have books on CD, we have playaways, we have all different types of things that you can find in our library. And of course, we don't want to forget about the book.
That's what always kept me coming back.
I know. They say the book is rumored to be dead. What do you think?
I will hope they never die.
Well, I'm willing to put money on it that they'll never die. And the reason is because of all the advent of e-readers and all the different pieces of technology that are available to folks now. Book publishing will never go away. Well, Kevin, this finishes our tour today of the library. Or do you have any questions for me?
What is your favorite thing about the library? What's the thing that makes you come up ready to go to work in the morning?
The favorite thing about the library that makes me ready to come to work is my staff. They work so hard, and they have such a wonderful outreach into the community, and I hear from the community all the time how much they appreciate my staff. And when you work for great people, it makes getting ready and coming to work just fun. You know that? All right, so are you guys going to make an A on this project?
We hope so.
We better.
All right, well, I hope so too. That's our goal, and if you guys don't, we'll come back and see us, and we'll get there. We'll work until we get there, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you, fellas.
Thank you very much. It's a place, first of all, to get books. I grew up loving reading. I'd come out with like 12 books, read them all by the week, and then go by next Tuesday to turn them in and get more. I really enjoyed meeting with the librarians. I talked with them. Miss Gamble, both of her sons played baseball. One of them was a couple years younger, one of them was a couple years older, so it was kind of in between, so I knew what one was going into a little bit more, and she knew some of the stuff that was coming up for me, or some of the stuff that was going on at the high school. There's also a place, they didn't actually show it, under the Harris Children's Wing, there's a giant activity room, kind of like the one that they don't use anymore because it's really small. You can rent it, you can use it, reserve it for free, and you can have stuff there. So like the homeschool group, we'd have chess club there. We'd hang out for a while, then peruse, and all of us would collection buy about 20 books at the end of that. There's a place, I don't know, school time kind of stops, and I could just explore all the books that I wanted, read for as long as I wanted, basically. It was just a place where it was relaxing. Nothing mattered when I was in the library.
Today, as Kevin and I and Jonathan walked around Mauney Library, we really found out that there's much more to a library than just books. There's history, there's the past with the newspaper clippings and all that. We really enjoyed our time. Miss Sharon Stack was the show. So I know it's a travel journalism project and we are the journalists, but props to her. I wish we should have asked a few more questions, but I thought it was a great day. And as we were leaving Mauney Library, we all felt that we had accomplished our goals. All right, recording. we were here today to shoot a travel video, and we did that, and it was successful, and it was awesome. We got a lot of great footage. We got a great tour, and we didn't get all the questions out that we wanted to, but she answered our questions before we could ask them. So I think we should get an A for travel journalism, just me personally. I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but I enjoyed my time here. Being from a big city and moving around a lot, I never lived in a small town until I was in Boiling Springs, and Kings Mountain, its neighbor, is even bigger than Boiling Springs. So, but the library, being able to come and see the editions and see the 1967 newspaper, it was awesome just to see all that and be able to come out here on a beautiful, gorgeous day. It's a little windy, but just to be able to see all that, I enjoyed our time immensely here, and we get that A.
And I also want to talk about the book that has just been published by Stephanie Walsh and myself. This is the Images of America series. It's on Kings Mountain. It's a photographic history of Kings Mountain, and it details the everyday lives. And it's on sale here at the library and at the museum. It's a wonderful collaboration, and all proceeds for the book go to the museum and the library. So what other questions can I answer for you?
I know when I